Thanksgiving's right around the corner, and you might be thinking it's too late to pull off a holiday promo. But I'm here to tell you it's not. In fact, this is one of the easiest times of the year to boost sales if you know how to play with offers. In this episode, I'm sharing plug-and-play Thanksgiving offer ideas that you can launch this week and how to optimize them for increased sales in your e-commerce platform. Let's get started. Hey there, this is Corinna Bench, and welcome to the My Digital Farmer podcast. In today's market, it's not enough to just grow your product. You've got to know how to sell it too. Welcome to the My Digital Farmer podcast, where we reveal online marketing strategies and tips to help farmers like you get better and more confident at marketing. Learn how to find more customers, increase your sales, and build a strong brand for your farm. Let's start the show. Well, welcome to this bonus episode of the My Digital Farmer podcast. I'm your host, Corinna Bench, one of the farmers at Shared Legacy Farms out in Elmore, Ohio. I'm also the founder of MyDigitalFarmer.com, which is all about trying to help other farmers like you get more confident in your marketing and sales strategies so that you can grow a profitable farm business. How's everyone doing today? Surprise! I'm doing a bonus episode. I haven't done this in forever. If you are new to the podcast, you're getting a special little extra. Make sure you subscribe to the show. Go check out my first 10 episodes, especially if you're new to the marketing space, and they will walk you through the 101 of marketing. You can also get on my email list. If you do, I'm going to send you an email every 4 or 5 days for like 3 months, and it is going to help you a ton. I'm going to share with you the key principles you need to know. I'm going to lay it all out for you like a yellow brick road. And I'm going to tell you which podcast episodes to listen to first. I'm going to tell you what projects to start working on first, resources to collect, people to follow. It's really good. You can subscribe by going to mydigitalfarmer.com/subscribe. Today's episode is sponsored by my favorite e-commerce platform for farms, LocalLine. As the season winds down for you, it's the perfect time to get ready for a smoother year ahead. And if you've been thinking about switching sales platforms, LocalLine makes it easy. Their team handles the heavy lifting so you can start next season more organized and efficient. LocalLine is the all-in-one sales platform built for farms and food hubs with tools for e-commerce, inventory automation, subscriptions, barcode scanning, box builder, and POS. Farms using LocalLine grow their annual sales by 23%. and increase their average order size by 9.5%. Switching is simple, it's stress-free, no setup fees, no sales commissions, and their onboarding team will migrate your storefront for free so that you can focus on what really matters. As a podcast listener, you'll also get one premium feature free for a full year when you use my code MDF2025. So head to mydigitalfarmer.com/localline, that's all one word, to sign up. Use the code MDF2025 to get that free premium feature. And start the new year strong and sell smarter with LocalLine. And now, back to the show. All right, so what's up with the bonus episode? Well, I had an idea for a topic. And the topic was to share some tips with all of you for how to sell more farm products this holiday season. I didn't have a topic like that in the lineup. I had already recorded podcasts through the weeks of November, and there wasn't really anything in there that was addressing how to kind of push through this last fourth quarter and get the sales that we need. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to throw in a bonus podcast. The original impetus was to create this content for my farm marketing school members. I wanted to come behind them and support them in this final quarter and help them get to the line. So they've already heard this recording earlier, but then I decided I'm just going to share it with everyone and give you guys a chance to benefit from the material inside as well. So Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and I know some of you might be thinking, it is too late for me to throw together a holiday promo. Maybe you don't even have one in the bag yet. And I am here to tell you it is not too late. And the goal of this episode is to get you to think about something that you can offer. Even if you hadn't planned on doing it, even if you go silent in the off season and you take a break, I want you to really strongly consider, is there some kind of offer I can create for the holiday season, even if it's something small? Because Thanksgiving is one of the easiest holidays to tap into if you know how to play with offers. And that's because people are primed to buy. They are planning meals, they are shopping for gatherings, they are looking for gifts. And I'm raising my hand here right now. I started the process of making the Christmas list. I bought an advent calendar for my boys 2 days ago. And I'm recording this on November 7th. I'm already thinking about the holiday season. And so people are looking for gifts. They are in this mindset. That means there is money sitting on the table right now. And so all you need is a fun reason and a clear offer. In this episode, I wanted to give you some plug and play ideas that you're going to be able to launch quickly, as early as like tomorrow if you want. And then I'm going to show you some things that you need to do inside of your e-commerce platform. And I use LocalLine, so I'll be using LocalLine as my reference. They have a lot of really cool features that are going to allow that offer to pop and really stand out. Okay, so I want you to grab a notepad, take some notes, brainstorm. Hopefully this is going to stimulate some ideas, and you're going to want to get off this podcast and go start working on your next offer, and you're going to send it through an email. You're going to post it on social. So I want to first spend an entire section just talking about the mindset piece, why holiday offers matter, why they work. Holiday marketing is not about discounting or being pushy. I want to start there. Okay, I'm not going to tell you today that you've got to create some kind of a 20% discount. You could, but that's not necessarily where I'm going to start. Holiday marketing is about creating excitement and urgency and jumping on that train of surprise and delight. Everyone is like full of joy in the holidays, right? They're excited about celebrating Christmas and coming together as a family for Thanksgiving. People are already spending money, and they are just waiting for you to show up in their inbox or in their social media feed with something festive that's going to make them smile and think, oh my gosh, that's perfect. Or, oh, that's so clever. Or, oh, I'm going to stand out. That's going to be a conversation starter. So here's kind of what I call the recipe for an offer that pops. I wrote some things down here. Number one is a theme. And this is where you, as you're thinking about what can I offer, or how can I name it, or how can I bundle it, or how can I position it, sometimes thinking about it through the eyes of a theme, tying your offer into a moment or into an emotion of some sort. So gratitude, that comes to mind for Thanksgiving. Harvest, comfort, cozy, giving, joy. These are some of the gratitude and emotional feelings that come up for me when I think of Christmas, when I think of holidays. You can also think about a specific product that you want to pitch, or a specific bundle. Really laser beam focus on one thing. You don't have to promote everything in your store or in your inventory, but maybe there's one thing that really makes sense for you. You want to make it easy for people to say yes and simplify the decision. So I know the obvious answer here is, like, for all of you meat producers, the holiday ham or the holiday turkey, that is the obvious thing to point to. Or maybe it's the Christmas morning or Thanksgiving morning breakfast sausage. I don't know. Like, what are those traditions that people already have in place, and they are going to circle the wagons around, and your product will be in the middle of that? Creating a collection. This is where you would curate items in your product suite together. You are the curator for them. The advent calendars, like, those are just blowing up everywhere. I was opening up the insert for Aldi's, the grocery store Aldi's, and they're kind of becoming known for the big advent calendar blitz. I know my mother-in-law always goes there and tries to grab the cheese advent calendar. And there's just an explosion in their promotional insert now. They had like Pokemon ones and craft ones, very, very specific ones that I could tell were targeting different avatars. And I know that you can think of something where you could bundle 24 little elements together and make a killing on that. 12 Days of Christmas is another one that comes out to mind. If 24 items is too much, well, maybe you can come up with 12 items that sort of fit a theme and curate them together. So think about that through the lens of a collection. The other idea was to tap into the desire that people have to give and to share this time of year. So we have done a campaign in the past around Thanksgiving called Feed the Need Bags. I've talked about this before on a previous podcast. This is where we had all this extra produce left over that we were just going to donate, or that was just sitting out in our fields that wasn't destined for a wholesale account or retail. And it was sort of a shame to let it sit there. So we decided, well, let's offer this to our customers and position it as a gift to them that they have to give away to someone in need. And that has always been a huge driver for a lot of like goodwill energy in our brand. We put together 100 of these Feed the Need bags. They're loaded with, I don't know, about $30 worth of produce if we were to charge for it, but we give it away for $1 in the online store. And what ends up happening is they buy, one to give away to someone they know. They end up feeling just really good about themselves in that process. So we've given them that gift, but they also end up buying a lot of other things in our store at the same time. So it does end up providing revenue for us. But this year we're doing something a little different. We did something called Snap It Forward. And this was kind of jumping off this idea of how can we tap into people's desire to help and to give and to do social justice. And when the SNAP benefits disappeared, there was a huge outcry, as you know. And so we decided to turn that into an opportunity. We had all this food sitting out in our fields, winter squashes that we weren't going to pick, a ton of collards. Oh my gosh, tons and tons and tons of collards that we would never get to, even our wildest dreams. And so we invited our customers to help us come out and harvest a bunch of this stuff. So we created a special order for a connection that we have, a network that we have in Toledo. They put in an order for 30 cases of cauliflower, 30 cases of collards, and so forth. And so then we just asked our customers, come out and help us harvest this, pack it up. And we turned it into this really beautiful community experience. And this food was then taken to a drop site, and that community was informed to come on a specific day. And these are people who would normally benefit from SNAP benefits, and they don't have them anymore. So they're told, come here, there's a free box of food for you, and you can take whatever you need from what's here. And it was so powerful to put that together. That came together in 3 days, and it just ignited our community and created all this goodwill and this holiday kind of fever. That's an example of thinking outside the box and helping your people feel generous. How can you help them feel like they're the hero and they're going to encourage someone with your product? Okay, so tap into that desire to give and share. Those are just a few examples of how we have done that. Urgency, so adding a deadline to your offer, order by Tuesday at noon, or there's only 10 bundles available, or only 100 Feed the Need bags available. Scarcity, you can limit spots, you can limit the time, you can limit the quantity, you can have a bonus, and that there's only a certain number of bonuses. The first 20 people that show up to the farm stand get this XYZ, and then a personal touch. So even just including a story that makes that offer somehow have extra meaning, or maybe you write a note that goes in with that particular bundle or that gift, or a photo, that can go a long way too. When you can hit several of these ingredients together, your offer is going to pop. Okay. So let's talk about some practical examples, because this is where it gets kind of fun. I'm going to give you a few ideas that you can pull together for this holiday offer, no matter what you're selling. I'm going to just go through them real quickly. Maybe it's going to spark an idea. Maybe you're going to steal one of them. Go for it. If you're a vegetable farm, a Thanksgiving sides box, just calling it Thanksgiving sides. So carrots, potatoes, onions, herbs, a pie pumpkin. Now you've used the power of suggestion. a person's like, oh, I can get all of my sides in one shot. Or the everything but the turkey bundle. That's another great way to name it. Pre-chopped soup starter kit for those, I don't know, after Thanksgiving soup meals. Meat producers, you could have a roast ready bundle, turkey or chicken, or maybe an herb rib, a local honey glaze. So you add on these extra things to be able to increase the price point. A leftovers survival kit. I love that one. Smaller cuts. You could have bread, salad greens for an easy meal after the feast. If you're a flower farmer, maybe you have a centerpiece subscription, or this would basically be a bouquet for Thanksgiving, another one for Christmas, and one for New Year's, or maybe one to give away as a gift, not just for your own centerpiece. You could have a cheese or a value-added producer type product, so a holiday charcuterie box or a host gift trio. That might be cheese, jam, crackers, honey. Other ideas, just kind of have some fun with naming the product. So something like a gobble gobble box, or a cranberry crush salad mix, or gravy lovers herb bundle, right? Play around with the power of naming products. You could use that Feed the Knee campaign idea. You could offer a 12 days of local goodness holiday sampler, or some kind of 12 days of Christmas product mix that you encourage your customers that the recipient of that opens something every single day of the 12 days of Christmas. So these are all easy wins, and when they're paired with some tools in your online platform, you can really turn these offers into quick cash flow. All right, so we've done the work of figuring out what we want our offer to be. We have the product in mind. The next thing I want you to think about is, how can I leverage my e-commerce platform so that more people buy this product? And I don't think enough of us think about this piece. We just have the offer in mind. We throw an email together or we put a post on social media that takes them to that item in the store, and that's really all we do. But I want you to pause and listen to this section now, where I'm gonna show you quite a few things that you can do inside of LocalLine and probably in some other e-commerce platforms that will cause this product to really jump off the page. Okay? So maybe as I go through this, maybe your goal is to identify one or two things that you can do in your e-commerce platform to make the offer more enticing. The first thing I want you to think about is taking a look at your product categories and your category pages. This is one of my favorite features in LocalLine. You can create a category page or a category bundle to showcase items that you've curated together all in one place. So maybe you create a category name for holiday bestsellers, or another category name for favorite gifts for him, and another category name for favorite gifts for her. I mean, I'm thinking off the top of my head right now, but you can make as many categories as you want, and you can be putting the same products in multiple categories so that a person, as they scroll through your online store, it just never ends. They keep seeing things, and then they keep seeing the same item that's kind of been catching their eye in multiple places. But building a holiday collection by grouping products together under a festive theme or a category name that kind of makes sense, that you know is going to attract a certain type of avatar, or it's going to suggest a use that they hadn't thought of, and now they stop the scroll and they look at that product because it's in a different category. Like, that's just really brilliant. So what I love about LocalLine is that the category pages themselves have their own URLs. So you can link off from your email or from your social media to the category page that has that curated selection. So not just a link to the online store in general where everything lives, but hey, I want to take you to a very specific category page. You can also take people to a specific product listing as well inside of LocalLine, and that may be what you want to do if you have a particular product that you're featuring as your special offer. So if you have a farmhouse brunch box, or if you have some kind of 12 days of Christmas sampler, or I don't know, the gobble gobble box or whatever, the leftovers box, like you can take them right there and now they're reading the product description and making the click. So that's definitely one thing to play around with, and it's very, very easy. The second idea is to rename your products so that they feel festive, they feel fresh. They're just causing people to take a second look. Sometimes the fastest way to boost sales is just to rename something you already sell in a different way. So you can tie your products to the holiday season in some way by adding an adjective or adding a reference to Santa, or tying into some kind of a feeling that you know your customer is looking for. So here's some examples. Santa's snack pack carrots. Oh my gosh. Like, of course you're selling carrots, vegetable farmer. I know you are, but if you name them Santa's snack pack carrots, that's just going to appeal to a different person in a different way. Do you see that? Holiday herb starter, mash ready potatoes for Thanksgiving dinner. Like that could be the name. That's a long name. Let's say that again. Mash ready potatoes for Thanksgiving dinner. What if that was the actual name in your online store? That's okay. It doesn't just have to say potatoes. We can have all kinds of fun words in it, and that will just make a person chuckle and maybe suggest to them a way to use that product in a different way for the holidays. So you're not changing the product, you're just reframing it so that it fits your holiday story. And that one little simple tweak can make that ordinary item suddenly look brand new and shiny again. Okay, the third thing that I want you to think about doing, especially in local line, is use coupon codes. You could use them for discounts. You could use them to unlock bonuses. There's all different kinds of ways to use coupon codes. But here's an example. Maybe you have an incentive that is something like spend $75 and get $10 off. Whatever your offer might be, you can then go inside of local line, just create a one-time code for specific customers. You can set it to expire at a certain time. You can set the number of them. So you can even say, I only want to have 10 of these available. And when they're gone, they're gone. And that allows you to then promote something, share the coupon code wherever you're doing it. And then if the coupon code gets used, you know that they came through that particular marketing channel. Sometimes I've done that where I've created a different marketing coupon code for posting that offer on Facebook than I did for posting it in the email, because then I know, oh, that sale came through my social media. I can attribute it to the advertising I'm doing on social. So I love having coupon codes for that purpose. You could also play around with coupon codes just for your VIP clients. So maybe only your VIPs hear about this offer or that special discount you want to give them. And you can accomplish that with coupon codes very easily in local line. Number 4 is create some kind of a tag, an item tag. This is another word for this is a product badge. And the one that you see most often is like bestseller or customer favorite, right? That's what I usually use in my main season. But in your holiday season, we can change some of those classics into holiday festive ones, right? Something like perfect host gift, holiday table must have, limited holiday batch, farm favorite for the holidays, cozy comfort food. Do you see how these phrases in some cases suggest how they could be used? Like I love the perfect host gift one because now all of a sudden I've positioned this product that normally I just sell to my customer for them to use. Now I'm like, hey, don't just think about you. Think about how this could be a host gift. And now they're like, oh, right? They're going to possibly put it in their cart or maybe they'll put 2, one for them and one for their host gift. So these are things you can easily concoct by going into ChatGPT and asking it to help you come up with some different product badges or product tags. Just tell it what you want. Say, hey, I normally use classics like bestseller or most popular or new this week, but I would like to see some fun ones that I could use for the holidays. And say, give me 20 examples. And it will spit out a whole bunch of them and you will find some that you really love. In fact, you will struggle to pick the one that you really want to use because there's so many good ones. So use AI to help you find these if you're feeling a little overwhelmed and you're like, I have no idea what I would come up with. Okay, so these product tags, they act as visual cues, especially if you can put a badge, like a physical badge on the product picture that they see when they go to the store. It like has a badge or it has a line going across the top that labels it with the name. That's even more powerful because now they see that. It's like a bright red bar, and it's got the phrase perfect host gift, and it stands out. So they're going to function sort of like a magnet. Today's podcast is sponsored by Farm Marketing School. All right, farmers, it's the off season now, and you know what that means. It's time to start working on your business, not just in it. This is the time to step back and sharpen your marketing systems, evaluate, set yourself up for stronger sales next year. And if you're like a lot of farmers, you know you need to do this, but you're not quite sure how to go about it. And that's why I created Farm Marketing School. It's my monthly membership. It's going to help farmers like you build a simple, repeatable marketing machine that actually works. Inside, you get bite-sized, step-by-step projects that make marketing easier. So each month you pick what project you want to work on. Like maybe you want to finally write your email nurture sequence, or you want to build your social media plan. Well, I walk you through exactly how to do it. You set up the system so that it's a repeatable thing you can do every month. And you're not doing it alone because every month we meet live on Zoom so that you can get coaching and ask questions and hear what's working for other farmers. It's like having a marketing mentor and a mastermind rolled into one. Now, each project is designed to be completed in under 30 days. Some of them are even faster. So you make steady progress without letting marketing take over your life. And it's so encouraging when you see progress actually being made little by little. And this winter, I'm doing something fun. It's brand new. I'm doing a special focus on money mindset. We're going to be doing a book study and some other guided exercises and discussions to really help us unpack how we're thinking about money, how that's affecting how we run our business, so we can start charging what we're worth and sell with confidence and feel empowered as the CEO of our farm business. So if you're ready to stop winging it and finally build a marketing system that brings in consistent sales, please come join Farm Marketing School today. I would love to have you in my community. Sign up for your first month and join the fun at mydigitalfarmer.com/FMS. That's mydigitalfarmer.com/FMS. I'll see you inside. All right. The next one is store credit or gift certificates. Gift certificates are perfect for indecisive shoppers, and there are so many of those people, aren't there? I give a lot of gift certificates away to my friends and family over the holidays because a lot of times I'm just like, I don't know what they want, or I'm so afraid of giving them something that's wasteful that they're just going to throw away. I would rather hand them just cash or a gift certificate from a place I know they love that they're going to use. So you can market them as the perfect host gift. You can create different amounts of gift certificates. One of the things, this is actually the thing that I'm going to be doing as my holiday offer. I don't usually do a lot of sales in the off season, but I am going to follow my own advice, and I'm going to create a gift certificate for the CSA sampler specifically. And I'm going to have to create that as its own product. Normally I sell the CSA sampler in like March, but I've decided to offer it in December to tap into that gift market because it's the perfect price point. It's $150, and that feels like the right amount to feel a little bit luxurious, but not over the top, to show someone that you really care about. It's a unique creative gift. It's a 4-week trial membership. And although historically these don't convert into long-term members, I can give away a certain number of these from my inventory as, gift certificate items. In my mind, this is kind of what I'm telling myself, because it will function as a revenue source. And that's always a good thing. So this is what I'm going to be building. It'll be its own product. It'll be labeled as a gift certificate for the CSA sampler. And then as they come in, I'm actually going to do a little bit of legwork behind the scenes. And each person, they'll be able to, in their confirmation, after they get their confirmation email, I'm going to send them another follow-up email that delivers the gift certificate PDF. So I'm going to design a flyer in Canva and then put that link into the delivery confirmation email so that they can print it out and tuck it into an envelope and hand it to the person they want to give it to. And then I will also give them a very specific coupon code that will be unique to that particular person so that I can kind of keep track of where they are in the world. Okay, so that was just another idea. Store credit gift certificates, again, easy thing to do inside of Local Line as well. Box Builder is something that is unique to Local Line, or I mean, that's how they brand it. But this is a feature they have that allows customers to create kind of their own custom bundles. So you could create a different sort of box for people, like pick 4th Thanksgiving sides or a holiday treat box. And what I love about this is that as you're deciding what you want these different boxes to look like, what's going to go inside them, you can price anchor, right? So you can show one large bundle that's priced at a higher price point next to a smaller one so that the smaller one feels like a deal. So definitely do that. Sometimes I create boxes or these bundles that I don't really plan on selling a lot of them, but their purpose is just to sit there and make the offer sitting next to it look better. So that's something you can do really easily now with Box Builder. Also, you can play around with where you are positioning that product that you want to sell. Like, don't hide it in the middle of your store. Stick it at the very top. It should be the top category that appears when a person clicks there. That's a common mistake that I see people make, where they have this offer that's kind of their gateway offer into the business, and yet it's tucked, halfway down in the online store. It's not at the top. It's not easy to find. It's not the first thing they see. So where you put it matters. I would consider even placing it first or second in line near the top, depending on what's functioning as your price anchor. And then also don't forget the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday craze. This is a real thing. Create a 24-hour flash sale. Use a countdown timer if you want in your email. You can get a free one of those. Just Google free countdown timers, and it'll actually create this stopwatch thing that counts down when a person is staring at the email, and they can see how many hours or minutes are left. That is really effective. And then direct people in that email to that category page where the offer is, and send that email out, and you'll see a lot of people jumping on that right away. So people are looking for deals on Black Friday, or they are looking around shopping. They are in the shopping mode. So we want to jump on that bandwagon while they're in that emotional mindset and have them decide to choose to spend those dollars with you instead of somewhere else. Okay, so those are just a few of the things that you can do inside of Local Line in the actual e-commerce platform itself to make sure that people are more likely to take your offer. Oh, I wanted to mention too, don't forget there's this header section on the top of Local Line that you can customize. There's a lot of people in my farm marketing school that don't realize they can do that. And that was something Local Line updated maybe a year ago. So it's perhaps not common knowledge. It used to be that you couldn't customize the language sitting on top of your online store in Local Line. You would just get taken there and all you'd see is the products. And now they have it where you can go in and you could write paragraphs and paragraphs. So you can explain how to pick up your order. You could explain the ordering process that's about to happen. Maybe you have some different pickup locations or pickup times. It's a little confusing. Maybe the offer closes at a certain time, or you have a bonus, whatever. Like, you can put that information in that opening paragraph. It's pretty unlimited as far as I know. I've filled it before. I don't know if it has a capacity, but there's a lot of room up there. And that's something that you can use to clarify how the whole ordering process even works. And I encourage you to do that, because if somebody comes to the online store from, offline, and they haven't actually read the email that explains your offer, or they haven't read the process for how to pick up, or they don't know that you have 3 pickup sites, they may not move forward if they're not sure how this all works, if there's confusion of any sort in their mind. And so that space, having an e-commerce platform that allows you to customize that space above is so, so key to at least explain step 1, step 2, step 3 for how to place an order, because they won't move forward if they're confused about how this works. Okay, so once you've kind of optimized your platform and you've written an amazing product description that's really clear and fun and festive, now you want to market the offer. You need to get it out there. And this doesn't have to be hard. Let's not make this complicated. Email your list first. So if you have a CSA, email your CSA, your regular people, your VIP customers. Like, go to the people who buy. Go to the people who have bought a product like that before. They'll probably buy it again. Then you want to be posting on social media, and you want to be using urgency. Talk about how those orders are closing in 48 hours. You could create a quick reel on Instagram or Facebook, or do a video that actually shows the bundle, like do a little unboxing or open it up and show them what's inside. You could update your link in bio, or you could update your store header information. And then here's my favorite tip. I feel like I just talk about this now all the time, but reuse last year's content. So if you did a pitch like this last year, just go find that email. Go find that email. Go find those social posts. Nobody remembers it but you, so repurpose it. And while you're at it, just drop those assets into a Google Doc and store it on your Google Drive, so that next year it's really easy to find those promotions and you can easily rinse and repeat them. All right. Here's my challenge for you this week. I want you to make an offer. Don't overthink it. Don't spend hours on Canva, okay? Just go open your store, pick a product, give it a festive name, maybe toss in a small bonus, I don't know, and hit publish. It could be weekend turkey prep box. It could be Thanksgiving favorites bundle, or buy one, get one deal. You decide, but the goal is to play in the sandbox. I say this all the time in farm marketing school. You have to play around with offers in order to find ones that work. In fact, there's an entire project inside of farm marketing school called Build a Better Offer. And for 30 days, you play in the sandbox. Every week, I coach you to put out another offer. And then the second week, change it up, do a different offer, and see what you learn, get curious. And the more you do that, the more you figure out which formulas work best for your audience. This time of year is the quintessential time to offer some kind of fun holiday thing to play in the offer sandbox. So go play, all right? Every time you make an offer, you're going to learn, you're going to collect feedback, you're going to see what makes people move. So don't let this holiday window slip by. There is money waiting on the table right now. Go make something happen. Test an idea and have fun. Have fun and watch what unfolds. Now, if you want some more inspiration for the different kinds of offers you could even choose from, I do have a free guide that I have inside of Farm Marketing School, but I'll let you get access to it. It's my offer formula guide. I want to say it's like over 30 ways that you can build offers. And this is just like the offer formulas that are out there that are taught in the big wide marketing world, that you can also apply in a farm business. So if you want to get that, just go to mydigitalfarmer.com/offer. It's a PDF. I want to say it's 3 or 4 pages. And just download it and use it and circle the ones that appeal to you. Not all of them are going to be ones that you want to do, but there's quite a few on there. And when I put it together, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. And I like to look at it sometimes when I'm trying to come up with something, because I tend to go to the same like 2 or 3 all the time. And it's good to just remember that there are different ways to get creative. All right. And if you want to make it super easy to build these kinds of promos and just get better at your marketing, I want to encourage you to come inside of farm marketing school because this is what we do in there. This is my bread and butter. I'm equipping farmers in there for how to build a marketing system, how to learn the lingo of marketing, how to get more confident in their marketing. So you can give it a test run for a month, decide if you like it. You can head to mydigitalfarmer.com/FMS to sign up. And we are doing some really cool stuff this winter. The kind of a side project within farm marketing school this winter is we're going to be looking at money mindset together. So I've got a book study lined up and some other activities to help us walk around that topic. So that's kind of a little bonus happening this particular year. But I'd love to have you come inside and just join our community. So mydigitalfarmer.com/FMS. And hey, if you want to make your promos super easy and you don't have an e-commerce platform, make sure that you check out Local Line. A big shout out to them. They are the sponsor of my podcast, so I'm super grateful to them as well. But they're my favorite e-commerce platform. They have everything you need. They have the coupon codes, the product categories, the box builder, the store credit. And if you decide to use them, make sure you mention my coupon code, MDF2025, because it'll get you a free premium feature for an entire year. So you can sign up at mydigitalfarmer.com/local line, all one word, local line, and just tell them I sent you. They'll take really good care of you. All right, so go make your Thanksgiving offer, your Christmas offer. You got it? Your customers are hungry. Let's feed them. Thanks for joining me for this bonus podcast episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Have an amazing week, my friends, an amazing holiday. And remember, I believe in you.